Welcome back, Ferocious Education. This is Zed. Today I'm going to be talking about FSR. This is not going to be just a technical analysis video. I'm going to be doing some due diligence update for this one as well. Make sure to drop a like to this video to help this channel grow, subscribe, notifications on, and if you want to contribute more to the discussion, you'll find a Discord link down below where we talk. We don't sell anything, we just talk about different stocks, educations, and as well technical analysis. Let's jump right into it. So on the 1 week perspective here, on the technical analysis, what we get to see is a little bit of a pullback on the MACD. That's a little bit dangerous. 80x here, what we can actually see in this level is that it is a little bit stabilizing, but it's not telling us much. William %R looks like it's retracting, and so is momentum. Now the moving averages are still bullish, and it will remain bullish until it breaks the 1356, at least for this coming up week. Now, the candles itself does look a little bit concerning because you have a candle that is equally of strength of the last green candle to be red. So that is something concerning. Now, on the 1 day perspective, things get a lot more scarier. So it is in the moving average, trading action zone. That's between the 10 SMA and the 30 EMA. That's where reversals are likely, and it would stay there above the 1586. Currently, moving averages are all bullish, and that's a great thing, but it's still in a very dangerous zone. The 80x here shows to be that, hey, there is a very strong trend that hasn't broken yet, per se, and the William %R looks like it's actually very much oversold at this level. It's being the highest oversold level for a while. MACD here, that's a scary level because it just crossed negative. Usually, you don't want it to cross negative because that indicates that a negative reversal is coming. We get to see it was already hit around the 2363 where it started hitting a bunch of red candles after there. Now on a 2 hour perspective, what we get to see is it's actually the moving averages have gone all bearish. Everything looks either bearish or sloppy, so it's a very dangerous sign to trade it on a 2 hour perspective. The moving average band is expected to trade 1831 in the top and 1715 in the 1665 in the middle and 1498 in the bottom. Now, the unbalanced volume looks a little bit concerning at this level. Now, what we get to see here is the stochastic fast and the stochastic slow are both showing some concern levels here that is showing, hey, you actually might get to see a further pullback. It hasn't stabilized as we get to see in this level here, but rather it looks somewhere very much off a similar level to this one. Get to see. Now, that might actually tell you, hey, you might get a little bit of a bounce back, but ultimately it really shows in a little bit of strength, in lose of strength of momentum. Moving average bands did look alright, and we're still above there, but remember the 1617, that was one of the bands, or very close to one. On the Fibonacci retracements, that is a support, 1617. 1441 below there, 1222, and 870. Now, significant Fibonacci resistances are 1794, 2046, and 2367. Now, we can go ahead and plot on here on the chart price line actions that are important for us. The current one on the support is the 1711. Oh, there we're looking at 1645, and then 1599, and then 1558, then down to 1498, and then 1406. Then we're looking 1355, and then down to 1265, and to 1197. Significant resistances here, you're looking at 1778, and then we're looking at 1834, 1938, 1996, 2067, and 2137. Now, here is their amazing website. I did cover a little bit more of a due diligence part about their vehicle, what it's made of, comparable models and different companies, and so we already covered that. Now, you can still reserve it now, and arrives in 2022. And the price cost for this vehicle, that is supposed to be an SUV that is fully sustainable, fully electric, etc., 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 the whole shabil, is around $37,500. It's a pretty good price compared to Tesla SUVs. Now, moving on towards anything we're seeing a bit more new news. There was an actual participation for the conference, the PSU's 8th annual virtual industrials conference. That was on December 2nd, so already passed. So we already covered the conference in terms of events, so that is out of the way. No latest news that comes out of here on their website, but if we dig through the SEC filings, we don't see as well any much further. I mean, we did have the S1 form that basically very much said the same thing about it. Below there, you're looking at a bunch of 13G investments that don't look actually bullish, because you want to see some 13G passive investments. Now on their S1, it basically shows in a bit more offering for a shelf price offering, and that scares a bunch of people as well. That was on the 1st of December. And their offering price was around maximum of 1064. Now they haven't put a set date for it, but it basically is well part of the warrants, etc. So that is kind of acceptable, or at least for me. Fisker here on the 23rd of November, he has 26% in terms of the company's shares. That was around 2 weeks ago. It shows you something that, hey, he's really bullish about it. He added more to his position, at least based on to Fintel.io. I'm not sure how accurate that is. Still haven't seen a 13G filing for that coming in from, what was it, the 23rd? I think we've seen a couple for the 23rd right on here. But in terms of other investments from other institutional buyers, I don't see this. So right here, 13G, yep, Henrik Fisker, and 13G as well, another one on Henrik Fisker, around 26.3%. All right, next thing here we're looking at is insiders. Insiders, you don't get to see much action going on. There's a bit of sales happening happened I think 5 months ago. It was quite outdated at this level, and it's for 1076. The current price sits at 1715, so you get to see whose loss that was. Now coming in towards his Henrik Fisker's Twitter. I really like this one because he keeps giving us updates and updates and updates. Some of them are more just reiterating the same information, but they just passed 10,000 reservations. And he kind of pinpoints some of the news that have kind of pushed this one to be further. So the expectations here, they're going to be aiming around 50,000 Fisker's Ocean to be produced in 2023. That's for the availability on 2023. 2022 might actually be sold out. They're right. So that is something exciting to kind of look forward for. Now comes into the question, Ed, what do you think is going to happen for this one? Is the EV bubble burst? No, EV has been having a bit more pullbacks here and there, but the only thing that I'm worried about this one is it had a bit of a drop before. And if you get to see, look at this portion here. A massive jump, a bit of resistance, a massive jump, a drop, a bounce, and then a drop. What are we getting to see here? Very much replicating the same thing. History tells us something. A little bit of resistance, a jump, a drop. I'm going to get probably going to be another bounce, and then a drop, a pullback. It's going to be interesting to see this one, but they don't have revenue yet, and there's a lot of questions about, hey, how much offering they're going to have to put, how much money they're going to have to raise, are they going to be able to pull it through? I'm rallying for this one, and I'm saying, hey, you might actually be able to pull it through. This might be a solid investment if you buy into it and leave it for 2, 3 years, 4 years. But if you're trading, you might want to start cashing out a little, because, hey, this is one of the highest levels it was before. Because if you look, I think the current price you're looking at, it only closed around there, I think, once, right around this green candle before this massive jump. So you're still at a good price point, bought from the 870. Start locking some profits. And be careful, don't go in all in, try to phase in or phase out from stock. What do you think about this sticker? Make sure to mention down in the comments below. Share, subscribe, and like. Have a wonderful day.